All right, what is up, everyone? Hope you all are staying safe out there as always. Welcome back to the Rev and Trading channel. Today I'm going to do a quick video looking at an AI optimization tool for the bumper bands users, looking at a couple new indicators, tools, updates coming for Rev and Ribbons users, all of the above. So it's going to be a fun little video here, just kind of getting some, letting guys see into what I've been building and why I've been so quiet over the last month, really. But first, let's look at the Rev and Ribbons right here. We have a trade open, a short to the downside. You can see nice equity curve up and to the right since, really since the beginning. There was a bit of a consolidation period here, and maybe one back here as well. But really since 2022, just a nice steady trend up and to the right, going short and long based on the midline. And we saw a close below the midline back on Wednesday the 13th. And since then, we're about 7% in profit here and even got a little scalp re-entry. I'm not looking for a big breakdown currently until I see a confirmed close below the dotted, support band right here. Anyone that follows the channel knows that that is my line in the sand for really trending breakdowns. Obviously, we got a midline cross to the downside, so our bias is down. And it can slowly walk down for quite a while, just like it slowly walked up to the upside for quite a long time. Now we're seeing the inverse of that, slow walk down, but never really broke out to the upside. I don't expect this to break to the downside again until I see that closure. Then I'll get heavily bearish, at least down to maybe 60, 50K. But man, you could walk down for, down to in the 60s. This can slowly walk down for quite a while here. All right, that's all I'm going to say about the ribbons. We're not going to jump into any other time frames today because I want to look at a few updates that are coming. First of which is, this is for the ribbons users. This is a divergence indicator for the RMO. Now, it's not a classical divergence indicator, the RMO itself. It's not like an RSI, but it does make somewhat similar reads to it, which is actually very interesting. If I put the caretaker RSI, a lot of these reads will be similar, but the thing is this will actually get to some more and or different divergences than the caretaker's RSI, and they play out very, very well, especially on the setting I have it on default. You can see all these divergences are confirmed after 2 bars, which that's another upside is you only have to wait 2 bars, and you can even take it down to 1 bar to confirm. So you can take action very, very fast, whereas sometimes on classical RSI you have to wait for the pivot to confirm, which the divergence can have oftentimes played out by then. This gives you confirmation within 2 bars. And yes, sometimes the divergence has played out within 2 bars, but there's quite a few times where, it has quite a bit more down or upside to go. This will have hidden divergence and all of the above. And there are a few what I would call failures or fake outs, but in general, this indicator gets it seemingly about 80 to 90% of the time for some really strong moves there. So that's coming for the ribbons holders. All right, the next thing I'm going to look at is the super exciting new tool for the bumper bands users that will allow you to use AI to optimize your strategy settings. Now, very, very preliminary, very rudimentary here. All of this will be updated, look a lot better, function a lot better, but I wanted to at least let you know what I'm working on since I finally have got it in a place where it is confirmed that it will work. So here's what the chart kind of looks like. Maybe at some point I'll add the ability to send API signals from this. I don't know about that. But for now, it's just a way to optimize the settings. This is a general bumper bands right here. What you can do is you can go into the sweep. So you'll have your band settings here. So this is the backtest results for the index chart for the last 5 years, just with the general unoptimized settings. This doesn't have any optimization to the BBWP, anything like that. It's just the bands themselves. And the version that I show you next also will not have any BBWP or other optimization like that, but it will have the bands optimized. So what we can do is we can run a sweep. I already did it to save some time. We can click this and we can say apply this configuration to the bands tab. So this found again, we only ran, I think, 50 results, but this found a optimized setting. And so then we can jump over and run a back test again. All right, so now I am running a back test with the new settings, and you can see off the bat optimized it quite a bit. So again, even with just 50 sweeps, we already got the band settings optimized pretty incredibly. And if we throw BBWP, all these other things in there that I use, can really get this this back test looking pretty great. So again, I'm going to stop right there because there's a lot more work on my side to do. But again, for Bumper Bands users, watch out. This is coming at you very soon. Hopefully in the next month or two. I'm a little bit optimistic there, I think. But I'm hoping at least by the next bull run to have this optimized. So, all right, y'all. Hope you guys stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video.